Hi there, Lloyd Machedo. Speedy from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo? Who is Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 7th August 2018. Time right now is 9:33 in the morning. Got this question from a young lady. She asked me, Lloyd, why is it that men are so desperate? Desperate online. I think this question stems from the fact that I did read her email where whenever you talk to guys online, most of them are they're like they want to see you naked. They request you, show me your boobs or show me your, like, Indian guys. Some of them say, show me your boobs and vagina, show me your bobs and vagin. So most of them, they tend to have the stupid request. While you'll never get a woman asking you, show me your, dick pic. And then you also have men who, I don't know why, but there are so many men out there who like to send their dick pictures, okay? Which I really don't know whether women get turned on looking at men's dick pics, but I find it ridiculous. And I know this because I speak to a lot of women, and I guess personally, me, even though I'm visual, I appreciate physical beauty. I've never actually been like in that frame of mind to ask a female, show me your breasts, or show me yourself naked, or show me your vagina. Um, if it has happened naturally, well, I see it. I don't mind it, but it's not that I'm dying to see it. And unless there is a chemistry and connection, I wouldn't get turned on. And it's not like I've asked women explicitly in my, say, 10 years or 15 years of being online. I think I can relate to, as far as I remember, 2 or 3 incidents, or maybe 4, or max 5, let's say 5 times where a female has shown me herself naked online. And out of which I think maybe 2 or 3 is where I did ask, I would like to see you naked. That is only when there was that chemistry and connection. And yes, they have obliged. Okay. So it has not been like every female that I've spoken to, I've said, show me yourself naked. No. In fact, the majority of women that I've spoken to, I've always been the type where I've been cautious. I guess the reason for this is because I'm pretty aware of the fact that when you're talking with someone, since you're on camera, she is also looking at you on camera, you can record. And I realized this very early on in my career, or in my life, when my friend, you're talking about those CRT monitors, those big ones, and dial-up connection, where you had that phone, it used to go that way. So, and the images used to be pixelated, because it was not so highly developed. You had separate webcams. So my friend, who was those days internet expert, he had set up my computer, and he had another one here. So we used to play games. So I remember this particular period where I had this girl who I liked, and she also liked me, but I was not crazy about her. But the funny thing is, my friend also had added her up, and we both were joking about it and talking about it. And one day, as we were playing and we were chatting, I remember the days of ICQ and Yahoo Messenger and MSN Messenger. Those were the days where she sent me a message, sweetie, I love you. Okay, she sent it to me, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I told him, she's chatting with me. So then suddenly, both of us just got this moment, this flash of an idea where he said, okay, why don't you start flirting with her and let's see what does she say. And the funny thing is, with him also, she was saying, sweetie, I love you. So we were like, fucking hell, she's telling you, she's telling me also. So then I told her, okay, I would like to see you flash your nipple. Okay, show me your boob. so, so she said, okay, wait. And what she did is she told this guy that you can imagine there are two monitors. One is here, one is here. She's looking at me this way. And, you know, the camera is focused on a different tangent with him. So with me, she doesn't know that, we are both in the same room, and obviously it's different angles. So with him, he was facing the door. Mine was facing my bed because I was staying in a small place. So she told him, 1 second, someone's come at the door. So he said, fine. And here he can see it from an angle. And she flashed her nipple. She showed her boob and said, here for you, look. And she put it back. I said, thanks, baby. You're so sweet. You're so hot. So then, then then I told him, okay, see if she shows you. So I said, thanks, baby. So then he said, can you show me your breasts, your boobs, or this and that? And she said, okay, wait. And then she sends me a message and says, baby, 1 second. I think my dad is just come. I said, okay, fine. I waited. And then with him, she did the same. She flashed her boobs. But this time he managed to, get a screenshot of this. Okay. So I did it. I asked her and she obliged. He asked, she obliged. And then I told her, are you chatting with another guy? So she said, no, sweetie, it's only you. And he also asked the same question, are you chatting with another guy? She said, no, baby, it's only you. And then what we did is we both appeared on the cam at the same time and said, liar, you fucking liar, after pulling her leg for some time. And then she ended up blocking both of us. So I guess this particular incident stayed on my mind. And ever since, I was very, very careful. And you're talking of when I was, I think, in my 30s, just 30, 31. So whenever I would speak to any girl, I would be completely aware of the fact that this was not in the privacy of four walls. Okay, even though I was speaking one-to-one on cam. And unless and until I felt absolutely safe and sure, I wouldn't indulge in that kind of conversation. Would I show naked pics? Absolutely not. I never ever felt safe. Have I done it? Yes, I might have done it once or twice. Well, it's a heat of the moment. You can't help it. But I was very, very sure. However, one very important thing that I would always do is delete. Absolutely clear delete the pics, the videos, the images, whatever, because for safety reasons, both because that person trusted me and I also trusted the person. Having said that, I also want you to know that I did have 2 or 3 incidents where girls I never knew, they came online, they started exposing themselves, showing me from their nipples to the vagina, even some of them even masturbating live. However, I've always believed that something is too good to be true, or it's like unbelievable. There's something fishy. And I was glad because this turned out to be one of those underworld rings where illegal kind of business operation where they would have these girls whom they would pay money, who would show themselves naked on cam. They would get these guys to react to it, show themselves also naked. They would take a video and then they would blackmail them. And how do I know this is because I've had clients who have actually spoken to me about it on where they actually got into the heat of the moment and showed themselves naked, and then these people started to blackmail them. And I keep getting 1 or 2 incidents, always once a year or twice in a year, where somebody, bumps into me online and says, listen, I've got this guy, he's blackmailing me. What do I do about it? I'm afraid to lose my job or my family, or, it'll be exposed to everyone. And I guide them what to do next, because keep this in mind, this is a very real threat. So coming back to being naked on camera or asking girls to show themselves naked, I guess it is because men are visual in nature. They get turned on looking at girls visually. That is why you'd always get guys going to strip bars or places where girls show themselves naked. They watch porno, porno flicks. I've seen women naked. I personally, I don't find it like wow. I've seen girls show their tits, and I it 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 doesn't drive me crazy. It does, like, there are some guys when they look at a girl's breasts, they're like, oh, check that girl's boobs, man, check that girl's ass, oh, this and that. I've never actually been that kind of a guy who, when I've seen a girl's breast or her ass or her body, I've not like, wow, ooh, this and that. For me, it comes as an overall package. I guess it's not only just the physical attributes. I guess it's the personality, it's the chemistry, the connection, the conversation. If those three C's are not there, chemistry, connection, and conversation, I just cannot, get close to the person. I definitely cannot open up. So those aspects are there. So why do men get desperate? Well, it is because men are visual in nature, and some of them are actually very sad cases. They're very, very alone. They're frustrated. They have to behave decent outside. They don't have avenues or places where they can have sex with women or get paid sex. Or like they say, punani, they don't get any much of it. So that is why they tend to be desperate. And it's a sad thing because this moment of pleasure is only a few minutes. It can be, like in my case today, it comes down to 5 minutes. I like it over fast. I don't like to dwell in it for too long. There are some people who love being, sexually turned on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. They love to have that feeling of dopamine and adrenaline and sex for, maybe 1 hour. I like it over fast. There are some people who have very high sexual libido. Like when I was young, it used to go like, I would just want to have sex for hours and hours. I remember going on this marathon session of 9 hours with my girl, taking Viagra, and we just humping. And now it's like, fuck, no way. I have better things to do. So when a guy is not fulfilled or satisfied or is lonely or frustrated, he tends to want to do this more. And especially in conservative societies or in societies where there is pressure from religion or society, just the upbringing where everyone has to be decent and expected to be that way, it is very frustrating. But if you actually look in places like Amsterdam, red light district, or even here in Thailand, where, there's a sexual massage parlor every 2 or 3 blocks, or, there are some of these sexual tourist destinations where there's enough and more. You can just go to every bar and keep having sex. You get satisfied. You're like, enough. I'm tired of this. So yeah, and I guess it stems from the fact that a lot of places, like especially in Asia, where men don't get to mix with women. So when they see a woman, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to behave. They just don't know what to do because interacting with women is such a rare thing for them. So when they see a woman, it's like, oh, girl, boobs. And like, because even my upbringing, I was not allowed to talk to girls, just not allowed. So when we would see a girl, it was like, oh, wow, And I remember seeing my first adult magazine cover, my first porno, at the age of, I think, 18 or 16 or 18. And for me, it was like, ooh, wow. However, once you get enough and more of it and you get freedom, you realize, it's just normal. So it's just part of life. So yeah, I hope I've answered the question why men are so desperate. It's just that they are visual in nature. Many of them do not have access to women's sex or to express themselves. In some of the Asian cultures, it is considered a big, big taboo. And the only time they can interact with the women is if they are married to them. And it's not that women are not desperate. Yes, there are very many women who also are looking out for sex. But if you compare it to men love sex and then they fall in love, while women, they need to feel love first and then sex comes next. Women tend to want sex for a longer duration, and where stability is on, because you need to understand they're putting something into their body. While men, well, for them, sex with any girl, it comes very fast and goes also very fast. So I hope this answers your question. Why are men so desperate? And, if you are a girl online and you have pretty photographs and you keep showing your body, posing and all that, for every one girl, I think you'll get at least 20, 30, 50 guys who, from everywhere giving you attention. I know this because I created a fake girls account many, many years ago, a couple of them, and I saw how desperate some men were. Phew. It was absolutely crazy. I created this fake girls account. She was a model, and I got these guys telling, I love you, I want to marry you. They were giving the address, some of them old men, really old. I am a US citizen and you have a US passport. If you marry me, I'll take care of you. I'm a rich guy. I will give you money, and many of them sending their dick pictures and all that. So I was like, fucking hell, this is crazy. So this has been my experience, and I know it. And many girls open up to me with regards to it. And I guess given the fact that today I'm in my 40s, I know what goes on. So anyway, live from Machedo.com, who's live Machedo and Think Personal Branding, sharing with you his views. Let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. And yes, you need to get in touch with me for professional service. Go to thinkpersonalbranding.com. This is me signing off for now. Take care.